चार वाचिन तुम्ही होते. चार वाचिन तुम्ही होते. चार वाचिन तुम्ही होते. चार
थोड़ा सा स्क्रीन सेटअप करेंगे. हेलो मेरी अभी तो मैं वो गेम नहीं खेल रही, अभी तो मैं दूसरा गेम खेल रही हूँ। Let's do this. Can you see my screen? दिख रही है क्या? तुम्हारे पास हेलो, आवाज ठीक से आ रही है? बहुत ही मिली 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 मिली। चैट रिप्लाई उसके चक्कर में वो खोलना पड़ता है। बात तो कर रही हूँ, पर अब मुझे क्या पता उन्हें सुनाई दे रहा है नहीं दे रहा है। वो भी मेरे लिए ओके 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 ओके। ये वही वाला गेम है जो तू बोल रही थी। Let's do this. Barely visible only I'm doing. मुझे क्या टाइम हो रहा है? 8:01। Barely बोलना। Yes yes. Accessibility settings can be accessed from main menu. Okay. Let's do this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
No, Stanley's not happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Better?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Better?
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk.
Can you hear me, girl? Can you hear me? और कम कर दूं क्या गेम की? फिर गेम की आवाज नहीं आई तो? गेम की बढ़ाओ? हाँ, बढ़ाती हूँ. अब I did increase, man. He is not talking abhi. Wait, I'll do something so that he talks. Can I touch anything? He's not talking.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
गेम की आवाज रिकॉर्डेड थी तो स्ट्रीम ने कर दिया. बेटा ये और बढ़ा दो. बढ़ा सकती हूँ मैं. Let's try something. कैसे? सामान. Oh, I can't pick anything up. Okay. Open.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I don't think we should. Should we piss him off? Left or right? Should we piss him off? Where do you want to go, guys?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Not even letting open the door. Ah, nice. Employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Not letting me open the door, man.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
What is this? A notepad?
At
Let's
this
get
point,
some coffee.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Why do you...
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get
Go
back to
back.
business.
What if... What if... What if... I don't want to go left. I want to go here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What should we do, guys?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What you want to do, man? What should we do, man? What should we do? Left, right, center. Answer me, guys. Should we piss him off? Piss him off again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
He's not letting me go back, man. This time, we'll not die. We'll
Look,
go
Stanley,
with this
I think
ghost.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
Not
difficult,
going to die
but the
this
fact
time.
is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Ooh,
She's been waiting.
ooh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To
Okay, there's just white screen.
that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
बदतमीज भाई.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Death? Should I press F or should I press G? Do wanna press F? But nothing else is working, guys.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Don't wanna be here, man. I want to go out.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown,
because I didn't follow
fantastic
his
discoveries of
instructions.
new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Not letting me do anything.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day
Just
while at
scrolling.
work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Did he just call me a baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Fuck you, narrator.
But he won't listen
उसने
to me.
desk
He
लगा
won't
दी door
stop.
के आगे.
Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Should I push it? Should I? He asked me not to. But I'm I'm gonna push it. Should I? He asked me not to. I did.
You
I
see?
pushed the
Can he just
button.
not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I'm not going to press B. No, not pressing B. Not going to press B. Oh, let's look at this picture. So fucking pretty. Okay.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Did I just piss him off really, really bad? Okay, reset.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Phone.
No matter how hard, Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor
Oh, there.
did it advance the story in
Do
any
it!
way.
Yes, I'm doing it. I will do it.
When Stanley
Ah.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is this left? But he just pissed me off. What if...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I did.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Let's just stare at this.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Thanks. Pissing you off, bitch.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Can we get a coffee? Is he going to say something else?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Is he pissed? Should I? Oh. Okay.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Okay, let's take this door.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Straight ahead. Okay, straight ahead. I go.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Where are we going? Are we?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Did he just shift the fucking door? Did he just...
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did he just...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Which door should we enter? Fine. Yeah. Should we go to the door he wanted us to go? Should we? Just to piss him off?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, pissing me off. him with me now. This fucker is pissing me off.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Made me.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Huh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
He wants me to choose the left fucking door. He's just pissing me off.
All right, I've got a solution.
Harshu,
This time,
I'm
to make
making
sure
bad
we don't get
decisions,
lost,
Harshu.
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
He wants me to follow the line. What am I going to follow the line? This fucker just pissed me off.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Do anything. What if I just stand here and not do anything? What if I do this? क्या इसमें fuck you लिखा है यहाँ पे कप पे? ये पहले इस कप पे ये नहीं लिखा था? Should we go inside? Okay.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
He's
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my
going to
own
follow
relative
you.
experiential mental subjective construct?
I'm not.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
इरिटेटिंग तो है। भाई वो मुझे जाने नहीं दे रहा है कहीं, वो मुझे कहीं नहीं जाने दे रहा है। क्या कह रहे हैं ऋषि? वैलोरेंट खेलना है क्या? वैलोरेंट खेलना है? चेन तो ले लो क्या? यू कैन प्ले, मेरे पास है। हाँ Did I piss him off successfully? This guy is not letting me go anywhere, man. Chat miss? Okay, I'm sticking with him. रुको हर्षो, एक रील डाली है। Nice. But I don't want to go there. He's just pissing me off. Is this a lesson? He is just pissing me off. Not letting me go anywhere. Ah, nice idea. ऊपर जाके कूदती हूँ. Wait. स्टेयर्स गायब हो गई। उसने स्टेयर्स गायब कर दिए। उसने स्टेयर्स गायब कर दिए। ही इज जस्ट पिसिंग मी ऑफ।
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
देख लिया सब मैंने। This wants me to hold this.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
He's trying to teach me a lesson, but I really don't want. Fuck you.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Yes, he's doing off.
You know what, Stanley?
Ah.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
I'll go back.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I'm not going there. Hi, Ryuzaki. Are you here to help me piss this fucker off? He's just making me angry.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I'm trying to piss him off, Bhagat, like you piss me off.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
But are we going to the right door? Guys, where should we go? He wants us to go there. What if we try to go? He's not letting me go there. Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
Okay, we've
It's
done
all
this.
one giant
We've
ending?
done this.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
We're
So now,
all
according to the
shit.
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
Did we?
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes,
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Guys, he's pissing me off more than I want to piss him off.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, this time...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Millie! Say the word, Millie. The fucking. तू बता बॉबी इस बार. Where do you want to go? Left where he wants me to go, or right where I always go? Which door? Left. Okay. Till
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Combination
office, hoping he
Tuesdays.
might find an answer there.
We are broke Wednesdays. Financial panic meeting. What to do about 3? 4:32. That's me. Parking floors. Okay. Let's do. Okay. We're leaving this room. Closet. Can we go there?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
What if he did not go back on
There
track?
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
What if I want to be here?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What if we still don't
Are
leave?
you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I don't want to piss you off.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because
Am I
literally this
pissing
closet
him
is of
off?
absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention.
This is pissing him off so bad. Hey guys,
Maybe to
look,
you this is
tiles.
somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay. Yeah, bitch. The ceiling.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of
What if
your
I go out and come back?
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history
तूने बोला था recoil.
in video gaming,
You asked
so
me.
that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
It's just
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. But coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
the beige pages. Okay. What's there? पहले वो चेक करके आते हैं.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Ah,
Stanley was once again
दरवाजा बंद
stunned
कर
to
दिया.
discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
पहले वो इंस्टॉल पे लगा देती हूँ. पेन टुगेदर का है. जब तक वो इंस्टॉल हो रहा है तब तक लेट्स डू दिस. Yes, yes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
इंस्टॉल हो रहा है चेन टुगेदर, वो ज़्यादा एंटरटेनिंग होगा. दिस इज जस्ट एंटरटेनिंग फॉर मी एंड मिली एंड नोबडी एल्स. यू गाइस आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट दिस गेम. हाँ हाँ इंस्टॉल हो रहा है बाउचा. अब कहाँ जाऊँ? ओके 50% हो गया है.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
तू
really
घर
been under
आएगी तो
someone's
खेलेंगे.
control
ये
all this
गेम तो किसी
time?
को समझ ही
Was this
नहीं
the
आ
only
रहा है.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
People just want
utterly
chaos. They don't
blind to
want
the world?
evil.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
People just want to hear me. Yeah. Scream. Scream at Boucha. Install हुआ क्या? Let me check. 90% done, Boucha.
And when at last he found the source of the room's... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
रुको दूसरी स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट कर रही हूँ. हाँ हाँ ठीक है रिकॉइल.
One of them is more time to talk about you, about me.
गंदा आदमी.
What all this means.
दूसरी स्ट्रीम से आती हूँ guys.
What's that?
Continue this
You'd
जब
like to know
मिली
where your
आएगी.
co-workers are. A moment of